Elimination Chamber gave us a lot to discuss and talk about, so we'll get into the latest with Alexa Bliss, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and much more. Let's start things off with Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. No one ever really expected Goldberg to win this match, but knowing how WWE has used Goldberg in years past, like his shocking win against Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar, and The Fiend, you always sort of fear that they'll pull off another one of these questionable decisions again. So, even though it doesn't make any sense to happen, it's becoming normal to at least fear Goldberg winning these sort of matches. Everyone thought Goldberg would defeat Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley for the WWE title in 2021 because of that same fear, but thankfully he didn't, which was the right decision. The match was everything it needed to be. Goldberg pulled off a couple of big spears, but in the end, Roman Reigns made his fade away via submission. Of course, the next big question coming from this match is if we'll ever see Goldberg wrestle again in WWE. Well, it appears that the finish of this match with Roman Reigns left Goldberg's future pretty open-ended. He wasn't absolutely dominated, pinned, or tapped out. He simply lost by fading away. Fading out is viewed as being way more respectable than tapping out because when you're fading out, that means that the individual kept going for as long as they could and never truly tapped out and gave up. That's the finish they gave Goldberg. So technically he wasn't pinned or completely submitted, which can leave the door open if they want to bring him back and make him still look like a credible opponent for anyone else. The growing issue now with Goldberg, shall he return, is the world title losses. This now makes 3 straight losses for Goldberg when a world title is on the line. So how does he keep earning these world title matches despite being on this massive losing streak? And will WWE continue to use him in the same way? Is Goldberg going to keep coming back into the world title scene, saying that things are different this time, and continue to keep losing these title matches? Like everyone is saying, this should be the end of the automatic world title matches for Goldberg. If he wants to earn another world title match, he's going to have to earn it. And like we talked about before, short and fun exhibition matches will always be a great way to use Goldberg as well. As far as Roman Reigns, he said that he did what he said he was going to do, and also that he's a very humble tribal chief, but that sometimes he even surprises himself. Roman will continue his longest WWE world title reign in 35 years and face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. More on that later on. Now let's get into Alexa Bliss's WWE return because fans are saying a lot of different things about how that went. Alexa came out last during Elimination Chamber entrances in order for her to have that big return entrance, but not much has visually changed with her entrance. She still has that similar evil is mine theme, and she was still wearing one of her aprons to the ring as well. She went around and faced off with every competitor of the match before going into her pod, which also was a custom pod for her that had a swing inside of it. As well as her personality behavior, there wasn't any drastic differences there either. Nothing really to go over in great detail. Alexa comes in second to last out of the pods and survives to be one of the final 2 with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair lays Alexa Bliss out, pins her cleanly, and wins the match. It will be Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Now, this is where the fans started asking a few questions. Bianca always had the best story to go up against Becky Lynch, everyone knows that. But with all the weeks upon weeks of time that they put into Alexa's therapy sessions, and throwing her into the match at the last second as a big return, there was a case there that maybe Alexa could have pulled it off, and that'll be her WrestleMania story. But the usage and presentation of Alexa Bliss in this match does have fans scratching their heads a bit. Firstly, with Alexa's character. We spent 6 weeks with Alexa in therapy. It seemed like some changes were being made. Everyone was excited to see what exactly she would look like, what the changes would be, and solely based off the Elimination Chamber, there was 0 changes to Alexa Bliss, which in a way made the therapy sessions look completely useless, meaningless, and like complete filler. Since there was no actual changes to Alexa Bliss, A new viewer or someone that wants to catch up on Alexa Bliss's story doesn't really have to watch all those therapy sessions. You can go from seeing her last appearance at Extreme Rules straight to Elimination Chamber and skip over the therapy sessions because as of this moment right now, the therapy has been made to look completely useless. Now, this may change in the coming weeks on Raw, and hopefully it does, because judging solely by Elimination Chamber, the therapy sessions did absolutely nothing. So hopefully on Raw, as the weeks go on, we get to see some new examples of how therapy changed her, because Elimination Chamber did not give us anything to discuss at all. Some fans argue that maybe Alexa is going through a transition, and this big loss will lead to more changes. And that would have been okay if the therapy sessions never existed. It was therapy's job to take us through that transition period of Alexa Bliss's character and bring her back to the new cured version. So if they're going to have another few weeks of transition for Alexa Bliss's character on Raw, then what purpose did the therapy sessions serve? Another question fans were asking was, what was the point of bringing Alexa Bliss back in this spot just for her to lose her first match? Another very good question, because it's hard to tell. Why bring Alexa back in that spot with no changes in the character just to get pinned in the middle of the ring? It just can't be explained right now. There's no logical explanation at this moment. Now, if they used that loss to turn Alexa Bliss into a whole different monster version of herself, then okay, at least something came from the loss. With Alexa not being a part of the Raw Women's title scene, we'll also have to start guessing what Alexa's first story back will be. Is it something with Liv Morgan? Alexa and Liv interacted several times during the match, with Alexa even eliminating Liv Morgan from the chamber. Alexa and Liv came into the main roster just a year or so apart, but have never fully worked with each other in a storyline before, so that is a fresh option for Alexa Bliss as well. So hopefully Alexa's character changes are more visual and go more in depth on Raw, because Elimination Chamber gave us absolutely nothing to work with. Brock Lesnar also won the WWE title later on in the night. So the main event of WrestleMania will now be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in a champion versus champion match. Is it really winner takes all? Well, WWE hasn't made that super clear quite yet. They're just labeling it as a champion versus champion match at the moment, but we're all to assume that winner takes all. Why else would they end up bringing WWE titles into the picture if it wasn't up for grabs? So both titles should be on the line. Bobby Lashley was also protected by getting written out of the match early on, so he'll have that argument of never being pinned or submitted for the title, and fans speculate that MVP and Lashley will even try to push their way into the WrestleMania main event to turn it into a triple threat winner-takes-all match. But what are your thoughts on Elimination Chamber? Did you enjoy the outcomes? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.